hope you all are doing good today and welcome to another session of Story Time with me. Yes, great. It's a nice and bright day today, children, and it's very nice to have sun coming out on winter days. Yes, you look forward to that. And sometimes when you feel a little cold at home and the sun is out, you want to go and sit in the sun. Get some vitamin D. Yes, great, very nice, very nice. Children, so I know that we haven't read a story of this character for a long time. Yeah. Because this character is a donkey. A donkey, and his name is Coconut. Isn't that a strange name for a donkey? We all know what is a coconut. A coconut is a fruit, isn't it? You drink a lot of coconut water during summer. It's good for you. Well, today we have an animal whose name is Coconut. And what is Coconut doing? Coconut comes to school. Can you imagine a donkey coming to school? But you won't believe it that the children are looking very, very excited. They are so happy to welcome Coconut to school. So this is going to be a very exciting story. Don't you think so? I think so, and I am very excited to read it for you. So what are we waiting for? Coconut comes to school. Let's read the story, children. So children, the name of the story is Coconut Comes to School, written by Carnegie Award-winning author Burleigh Doherty and illustrated by Evan Bates. Coconut comes to school every day. She lives at the other side of the woods in a field full of bobbing rabbits and badger tracks. And she comes to school with Mrs. Pie. Hee-haw, Coconut's hoofs snap twigs in the bluebell woods. The squirrels peer from trees. In the school across the fields, the children are listening. Hee-haw, Coconut trots through the dewy wet grass. Mice shiver their whiskers. In the classroom, the children whisper, "She's coming, Coconut's coming." Hee-haw, Coconut scrambles across the ditch. Children smile at each other. "She's coming, Coconut's coming." Hee-haw, Coconut canters across the school meadow. Her hoovers go trit-trot, trit-trot. Her ears go flip-flap, flip-flap. Her tail goes swish as she clicks at the flies. Swish, 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 swish. She's here. Coconut's here. The children laugh. Mrs. Pie runs behind Coconut. Her face is full of smiles. She goes to the kitchen and gets down her pots and pans. Coconut puts her long nose through the classroom window. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Her eyes are brown like chestnuts. Her hair is dark like the bark of trees and rough as a brush to touch. Her lips go slip, slop, slap. "Hello, Coconut," the children call. But Mr. Clapper, the teacher, shouts, "Go away, Coconut, go back home. Donkeys can't come to school." Coconut backs away and lowers her head. Flip flop, her long ears flap. Swish swoosh, her long tail swings. Mr. Clapper tries to shoo her away. Go on, go back home, he shouts, but Coconut munches the grass and swings her head this way and that way. Donkeys can't come to school, Mr. Clapper tells Mrs. Pie. Don't bring her again. Mrs. Pie smiles in the steamy kitchen that smells of apples and jam. The children love Coconut, she says, and Coconut loves them. Well, I don't love her, Mr. Clapper says. I don't love her one bit. Coconut must go. The next day, he thinks of a plan to make Coconut go away. He comes to school with a bag of carrots tucked under one arm and a rope in his pocket. He hides them in his desk. While the children are eating their dinner, Mr. Clapper creeps over to where Coconut is munching the grass. Here you are, Coconut, says Mr. Clapper. Juicy carrot. Coconut sniffs at the carrot and chomps her teeth. Mr. Clapper steps back and dangles the carrot in the air. Coconut steps forward. Sniff goes her nose. Chomp goes her teeth. Follow me, Coconut, follow me, says Mr. Clapper. You have all the carrots you want. I'll tie you to a tree in the bluebell woods and you can wait for Mrs. Pie to come home. What a happy donkey you will be, watching the squirrels play and eating those carrots all day long. He holds up the carrot again. Coconut steps forward. Sniff, chomp. But oh, the ditch! Mr. Clapper tumbles down into it, toes over nose. The carrots fly this way and that like a shower of golden fish. And there he lies with his eyes closed tight. Help! He shouts. Oh, my poor foot! Oh, how it hurts! Help! Help! But no one can hear him. So far from the school, no one can see him, tucked in the ditch like a bundle of washing. Nobody knows where I am. No one will rescue me. I'll be here forever, he moans. And then he hears the best sound in the world. Trit, trot, trit, trot. Chomp, sniff, chomp. Swish, swoosh, swish, swoosh. Flip, flop, flip, flop. Hee haw, hee haw. Something warm and wet nuzzled Mr. Clapper's ear. Something was tickly as feathers stroke his chin. Coconut, you are going to save me. Nice Coconut, kind Coconut. Coconut lowers his head and Mr. Clapper heaves himself onto her back and they trot slowly over the meadow. Mrs. Pie wraps Mr. Clapper's poor foot in bandages and gives him a cup of hot sweet tea. How clever of Coconut to find you, she says. How did she know you were there? But Coconut just nods and nuzzles the grass. Children stroke her rough brown back. You are the best donkey in the world, they say. Yes, Coconut comes to school every day. Hee haw, hee haw. She calls as she trots through the bluebell woods, and Mr. Clapper smiles at the children. Coconut's coming, he says. The end. That's a cute little story of Coconut the donkey. So Children, did you realize that finally Donkey or Coconut was very helpful? He was not somebody who was just making some mess around. He finally helps Mr. Clapper, saves him and brings him back. Amazing, isn't it? The animal was so helpful, and all the children were so happy having him around, except Mr. Clapper. But then Mr. Clapper realized that he was the only one who could save him. Great. So children, that brings us to the end of another story session with me. I hope you enjoyed the story, and we will come back with more stories for you. Yes, more exciting, more interesting, and more colorful and very funny stories. Yes, children, with that we say a goodbye to all of you, and we will come back again. Bye bye, children.